Hi everybody, welcome back to Jimmy's Neighborhood Bees. I'm Jimmy, and here in Central Virginia, keeping bees in a regular old suburban backyard. Anyway, today is Tuesday, March 28th, 2023. Um, it's about 60 degrees outside today. It's overcast. We're supposed to get rain in a couple of hours, an hour or two. Today's video is about moving my swarm trap. I caught a swarm, so I want to relocate that swarm trap to where they're going to be located, and I'm going to close them up tonight, but I wanted to video right now, start the video, so I can show you where the swarm trap is, then I'll show you where I'm going to put it, and I'll do that like tonight at 11 o'clock. I'll close the little dial, the wheel on the entrance. I'll leave it on vent, and then I'll pick the box up at 11 or so o'clock tonight and move it to the stand that I'm going to have the bees at. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave the bees in that swarm trap box if they're not big enough to fill out a 10 frame, or if I'm going to put them in my yellow hive that I had that is now into a 5 frame nuke box. Anyway, let me get today's fortune. Let's see here what we got going on. A big fortune will descend on you this year. A big fortune will descend upon you this year. So hope it's a good one. It can be big. Hope it's not misfortune, right? Anyway, last video I forgot to mention the Honeybee Festival still happening. June 24th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central Virginia, Chesterfield County. I'm going to put something in the description or whatever, however I do it. Still working on that stuff. I need to know how to get things to pop up, like when they pop up here, all that stuff. Anyway, all right, I'm going to walk you out there and show you, the swarm trap. Okay, right now it's about 6:30 p.m. There's a few bees going home on the regular hive here, the red one. All the activities pretty much done, but the swarm trap is up in this tree, and there's a few bees coming home. Just saw one go in. There's a couple more working their way in. So at about 11 o'clock or so tonight, I'll come in and I'll close it up. Hopefully all the field bees will be in by then. Okay, and I moved the yellow hive over here. Now again, I'm only working with about 75 feet of land here, and we do have some county ordinances that I have to abide by, but that stand will be okay there, and I'm going to put those bees on that stand. I'm going to leave them in that box until I open the lid. If it's full of bees, if they're like bursting at the seams, then I'll go ahead and switch them to this box and put 10 frames, those 5 that are in there and 5 more. I may give them the honey that I had when I shrunk down from this one. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to leave them on this stand, and I won't open them up until about probably 12 o'clock noon. So I'm going to leave them closed in there until about 12 o'clock noon. And that way, when I open them up, I think they'll reorient, because they'll say, hey, something's different. And I'll just keep watching the tree area and see if any bees come back there. But that's it. So that's just the start right now. But here we go. Okay, it's raining out. It's about 11:30. I'm gonna pull this swarm trap down and I'm gonna put it over there, but I'm not gonna video because I don't want my camera to be all soaking wet. All right, let me just close the entrance. Okay, the entrance is closed and it's tight, and I'll take the strap off and get the hive down. Okay, well, it's pitch black outside, but the hive's in spot. I'm going in the house. Got my lights on outside, but it's raining, so I'll see you guys in the morning or tomorrow. Okay, as you can see, I moved here the swarm trap out of the tree, which was way back there, next to the boat engine back there. And I opened it up. It's about 2:30. I moved them last night at about 11:30. It was raining. And when I opened it up just now, about 2:30, I see the bees are doing some orientation flights, because I guess things look different to them. There's nothing in this yellow hive over here right now. I just got it sitting there. And tomorrow, I'll open up the swarm trap, see how many bees are in it, and then I will assess whether to just leave them in this 5-frame until they build out and build up, or if they're stuffed to the gills, then I will go ahead and put them in this 10-frame yellow hive right where they are located right now. So I'm just going to give them one day. The rest of today, I'll keep an eye on the tree. I see like maybe 1 or 2 bees flying around the tree where the swarm trap was, but I'll keep an eye and see if I get a cluster of bees over there anyway. But hopefully I shouldn't. Now let me take you guys over here for a second. We can see a lot of activity here. A lot of field bees coming home. Yeah, I hope they're not looking like they're swarming. A lot of pollen going in. But anyway, someone asked me what this was back here in this tree. And then maybe they thought from a distance it looked like a swarm. But actually, this is a knot. It's a defect in the tree. It's been there since I've lived here for 30 years. And it's not just this tree. My neighbor has one. Let's zoom in. Way back there. So those are just defects in the tree. Here's the one. And then, so yeah. Someone asked about it, so there you go. Okay, that's just the one knot right there. Let's see, right there, that they asked about. But if you go up the tree and then over, there's a knot. There's another defect right there in the middle, which you can't see, and then that's a defect as well on the end. It looks so much like a swarm of bees. However, it's just a knot. And another small knot there. Let's get that. Anyway, that's all it is. Tree knots. I'm trying to keep it small. 2 to 4 hives at the max. So I got a swarm trap that I was going to be using for a resource hive. And I caught a swarm, my first swarm. I've got some questions about that. Where I'm at right now is I caught a swarm in my swarm trap. It was on a tree behind where my boat is parked. I let them stay up there. I don't know when they moved in, but they were up there for about 3 or 4 days before I moved them. I closed them that night. It was raining. And I moved the swarm trap to the other side of my property. Not a long distance, 75 feet, and I probably moved them only 50 feet. I do have some county ordinances that I have to follow. So I moved them as far as I could. However, I left them closed in for most of the day. The following day, I left the entrance closed. Oh, anyway, sorry. Bird trying to come in. Anyway, I left the entrance closed for most of the following day. And then I kind of changed the front entrance, put a little something to block the entrance. Most of the bees looked like they were doing an orientation flight. However, I look at the tree where the swarm hive used to be, and I've probably got about 100 or so bees flying around there. There's no trap there. I don't want to catch another swarm. I don't think those bees would be from a different swarm. There's no box there. So I'm assuming those were bees that flew out and geolocated to go back to that spot. Maybe they didn't notice something was different here, or maybe it was just too close. I don't know. So I need to know what to do with those bees. I don't want to abandon them. What I did do is put a box, just a small box with one frame in there, and I'll try to capture as many of those bees as possible, and then come and shake them into the hive, my regular swarm trap hive. But right now, I want to open the swarm trap to look inside and see what I'm working with, whether I got to expand the size of that box or just let them build out in that 5-frame swarm trap. So I'm going to put on my jacket and then some gloves. I'm not going to smoke them. I'll have my smoker, but I'm not going to light it. We'll see what happens. Famous last words, right? Okay. Okay, all I did was loosen these screws. I had 3 screws in here to hold it. But let's see what's in here. They seem fairly docile, but I think I am going to. They seem fairly docile, but I think I'm gonna light my smoker just because. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I got in here. Let them smoke for a little bit. Okay. It's about, these are now, remember these are my XL frames, and they're on about 1.5 of them. Let's see how tall they are. See how far they went down. I see some wonky comb. However, they're building it out. I'm gonna cut the wonky comb off. However, they're building it pretty decent. It used to look like that. I'm gonna look for the queen as well. I'm seeing some pollen and some nectar. going to take care of this wonky comb right now. So the rest of this comb looks pretty good. They're building out, so yeah, well, I see nothing but nectar in that. And this, I'm going to show you, is, I guess, one of the benefits of better comb. They had something to build on. So this is a complete frame. I'm going to see if I find the queen. I do. I found the queen and she is not marked. Uh-oh. There she is. So this is one frame with better comb. Bees on both sides, completely full. I see some capped brood actually. And some milk brood, capped brood and milk brood in there. So it's very young brood. So the queen is laying. She's not marked. So this might not be my bees. And let's see the other. Let's get a little bit of smoke. Okay, this is my other better comb. And you can see there's bees all on this side as well as bees on this side. Let's see. I see pollen, nectar. I always like to put my queens in a clip just because I can keep her safe. I know where she is. It's not a cold day. Okay. I want them to build out, so I'm gonna, the last frame here is just basically stores. So I'm gonna put this empty frame in between, and then I'll have her and I'll put the other empty frame here. So they have plenty of room in this box for the next 2 weeks. I'm not gonna look at them for 2 weeks. Keep bumping my hand. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna mark this queen. Since she wasn't marked and she's, I don't know, I'm gonna mark her red. Practice my pen here. It's a brand new pen, red marking pen. So I have this queen catcher here, this one-handed queen catcher. So I will use that and catch her with, let's see, it's a little, as you can see, it's a little windy. However, breezy, not windy, but breezy. There we go. Okay, there she is. She's in. Careful not to damage her. Slowly closing the cup. Okay. She's in the queen catcher. She's got a nurse bee on top. Let's get her off. There we go. Now we just have the queen in the queen catcher there. So the way this works is I'll just slowly there we go. Okay, she's marked red. Let's see if can you see it in there. There's a red dot on her. I'm gonna let her let it dry for a minute. I'm gonna put that frame back in. She's fine right here. I'm gonna put these in my pocket. There's bees in there. Okay. Okay. Now open the cage and let her out. Not making the mistake I made before. Just walk down. I don't know if it's wrong or if it's right or what, but this was the tree where the swarm trap was. I decided to light my smoker and just let it hang out here. There's about 100 bees that's flying around. I'm not too concerned about them as far as, you know, making the swarm trap hive weak. She looked pretty strong. There was some brood there, and she was not marked. I marked her red. But what I'm gonna do is light my smoker for the next day or two and hang it in the tree right here. Of course, I'm not gonna catch the tree on fire. That goes without saying. However, I'm hoping that the smoke would deter the bees from hanging around. So whether it's wrong, whether it's right, it's what I'm doing right now. And maybe they'll go find another home or find a home with one of these hives that I have here. So, and I think from what I heard one time, somebody said if they come to a hive entrance with food, you know, they're not gonna get turned away. They're not gonna be killed and whatever. So maybe that'll do. They'll work their way over to one of these two hives. Hopefully they'll work their way to my weak hive and they might welcome them. I was gonna look in that hive to see if they started building a queen cell. You know what? I might do that. No. I'm gonna give it a couple of more days and do it maybe Sunday. Today's Thursday, so I'll do it Sunday. Should be a better day anyway. All right, that's it for now. I'm gonna close this out. You guys can just see me through the veil. I'm gonna close this out. Thanks for watching, and have fun with your bees, even when you're not sure what to do up there. Have fun anyway. All right, peace, y'all.